Speaking of Myanmar, in 2 days' time they will go to the polls, but Muslim Rohingyas will be deprived of a vote. They have been barred from voting since the 2015 elections after they were deemed illegal migrants and not citizens of Myanmar. Mei Wong explains.
He's 18 years old this year, the eligible voting age in this year's Myanmar elections. But Sayadaullah will not be able to vote because he's an ethnic Rohingya. Sayadaullah fled his home in Rakhine State in 2017 to Bangladesh after the brutal security forces crackdown.
18 this is the first time that I am legally, first time I have touched to vote. But, it's making me very frustrated because our government, they denied, they banned all the Rohingya people, so including me, because I'm also Rohingya. If any candidate going to rule us, to rule our country, at that time it is our right and it is our duty to select our, with our interest to select anyone to rule us, to govern us. So, but unfortunately we have not this right.
About 1 million Rohingyas live in refugee camps in Bangladesh. Myanmar doesn't consider them citizens and doesn't acknowledge their ethnicity, instead identifying them as Bengalis. Some of these Rohingyas have written to the Myanmar government and made public pleas for authorities to reconsider their decisions and allow them to partake in the polls. That government position will unlikely change. Even Rohingyas who wanted to stand as candidates have been rejected.
I was born in Myanmar. I was the citizenship of the Myanmar. I was also a part of the Myanmar. If they didn't give a chance, how will they solve the Rohingya crisis? They are not willing to solve the Rohingya crisis. We don't want to live here under the tarpaulin. Refugee life is very difficult. But nobody didn't hear our voice. Our hope is with international community. Our hope is not with Aung San Suu Kyi.
Rohingyas have been living in the Bangladesh refugee camps for 3 years now. Myanmar says it'll allow those who are verified to return to Rakhine. But the repatriation process has failed, as Rohingyas don't feel safe to return and want to be acknowledged as citizens first. The exercise has since stalled as well due to COVID-19. Some Rohingyas are still holding out the belief that Aung San Suu Kyi will help them return home.
We have still hope on Aung San Suu Kyi because he is the democracy of mother of democracy. There is no one who can change the situation of Myanmar escalated by Aung San Suu Kyi.
But repatriating the Rohingyas, observers believe, is not a priority for Myanmar.
The whole Rohingya issue has sort of changed the political games and political alliances in Myanmar to an extent which probably no one had expected a couple of years ago. Because until the Rohingya exodus, Aung San Suu Kyi was the darling of the West, the pro-democracy icon, everybody loved her. But the Rohingya crisis changed all that.
Some 600,000 Rohingyas still live in Myanmar's western Rakhine state, and they continue to remain within internally displaced camps, segregated from the rest of the Rakhine community. The Rohingya issue will continue to be a major challenge for Myanmar and the government. The government had gone before the International Court of Justice to defend itself against accusations of genocide. In a rare admission, Aung San Suu Kyi said war crimes may have been committed, but rejected genocidal actions.
Mei Wong, CNA, Bangkok.